Let's talk about one of the more silent five-star chains, and that is the Pullman Hotel. This specific location was in Sharjah, which is just outside of Dubai. It's in fact a different emirate to the Emirate of Dubai in the country of the UAE. One thing the Pullman chain is known about is for being amenable to the needs of business people, business owners, basically people that bring their work with them. And as you see here in the lobby, there are plenty of spaces to work and sit, and that is always something I am really appreciative of. You would be surprised how many five-star lobbies have like one couch and you're sitting next to the concierge looking each other in the eye while you work. That little corner over there where it says read with like the artificial plant wall, that's where I sit. That's my laptop on that table. And that's where I've been completing most of my work as a lawyer while on vacation here. This is the 5-star certification, again, from the government of Sharjah. I don't know if you can see the sign, but that's what it says. Moving on now to the bedroom itself. By way of bedroom tour here, this is the look when you first come in. King size bed, nice bedding. The pillows, oh my god, atrocious. Those do not get a very high mark from me. I literally had a stiff neck every single morning I woke up, and on some mornings I had a headache because of the pressure points of the pillows and the way they smash into your head. I'm used to certain quality of pillows, so these ones did not do the trick for me. But one thing I loved about the room was how big it was. I mean, having seen so many hotel rooms, they could have been stingy here. They could have just had, a bed and a chair. This room was twice as big as it needed to be. And the reason it was bigger was just so that, for example, business people could, continue to work while being in their room. I don't love working in their room. It's something I have actually quite a bit of a hard time with, which again, play it back to my comments on the lobby and how well appreciated that was. This is the little counter area. As a fun fact, every hotel we stayed at, from the Burj Al Arab, which I'll tag up below, very disappointing by the way, to our Abu Dhabi hotel, every hotel in the UAE told us that tap water here is not drinkable. So that's why you see the tap water bottles, you see the fridge, you just saw the prayer mat, and I mean just the regular stuff you see in a closet of a hotel. But I will say it was nice how much closet space there was, and the closet itself felt new. This is the bathroom now, or part of the bathroom. I love when there's like, I don't know what to call this. I don't know what the professional term for it is. Wet room sounds provocative, so I almost want to say water room. I love this setup where if the bathtub overflows, it is right next to the shower. So you're not going to have a headache. You're not going to slip and die or slip and fall. And all the water is appropriately drained, no matter whether it's coming from the handheld or the rainfall or the bathtub. I love that setup. C.O. Bigelow is the line of toiletries here. Not my favorite. I love the reusable everything on that counter, the dental kit, sewing kit, things like that. The toilet room, every video I'm like, I have to stop showing this one. The pool setup here was a reason for me to book this hotel. So this is something I, was a fan of. I love how, I don't know if you can see in the pool, there's like these metal rods kind of sticking out, separating two bodies of water from each other. Well, one of those, the one furthest from the ledge, thankfully, is a children's pool. And that one was 28 centimeters deep, less than a foot. So very thankful for that safety feature, while also offering fun to kids. That condensation, I mean, we've seen it everywhere in the UAE. There is that 5-star label is not going to stop the building from falling apart owing to extreme heat and humidity. Now, this is the breakfast station. A fun fact is that one of the largest, if not the largest, I think, ethnic worker groups in the UAE is Indian. So in every restaurant, every hotel, there's always an Indian station of something. And the Pullman was no exception. This local foods counter was a little bizarre. Nothing explained there. It was like, or the onions local? Is the parsley local? I don't know. Or is this food the locals eat no matter where it comes from in the world? Continuing here, you see the photos of the pastries and the different foods. and there were a lot of offerings at breakfast. However, none of the offerings, I can tell you, none of this food was particularly enjoyable. So I do want to put that note out there. One thing about this bar that really frustrated me, I got really excited when I saw the poster from above or from afar about certified seafood, because seafood, outside of being almost exclusively vegan, seafood is like the only animal protein that I consume. And then I got closer, and the only, because you would think it's like a full-out seafood bar, the only seafood option was smoked mackerel. I'm not hating, okay, there's a time and place for everything. That is an okay option, but that was the only option, and we're posting that we're proud to get sustainable seafood. Like, I was expecting salmons and trouts and shrimps and just like an array of seafood, maybe some local seafoods as well. But smoked mackerel, I felt, was not something to put up a sign about. That's just a fun fact. It doesn't make or break the experience. Speaking of food, the hotel also offers 24/7 room service, which is really well appreciated. I felt the menu was overly ambitious. None of these dishes were particularly great. That togarashi shrimp that you saw was actually quite bad. The batter had such a nasty aftertaste of other meats and products being fried in the same oil. The pasta, the pesto pasta, that was a cream cheese pasta colored green. So again, whereas the togarashi might be, Japanese, or the pasta might be Italian in some ways, there were Indian foods on the menu, of course, Arabic foods. I mean, just pick something and do a good job at it. On this menu, nothing was done well. I don't care what cuisine of the world you are offering through your restaurant, but have that one cuisine be something that is strong and you can proudly offer. The food, ordering food at the hotel was more like, I have to, as opposed to, wow, I get to. So I think definitely room for improvement in the quality of offerings, although not the quantity, but the availability of offerings being 24/7, excellent. That was a make or break during certain hungry hours, especially dealing with jet lag. Some photos now of the spa. As an overworked, overstressed individual, visits to the spa usually are a must for me. And the spa did have some really nice massage offerings. The rooms were great. I loved that the rooms came with their own private shower, and they came with disposable underwear that you could wear just for your treatment. That is a really, really thoughtful piece that goes a long way. The masseuse herself, her name was Rosa in my case, she was great. So the spa situation overall is something I have very positive feedback about. As we're approaching the end of the review, I'll leave with a few fun FYIs. It was my first time in that reusable kit I showed you in terms of the toiletries on the countertop, bathroom counter. It was my first time seeing tooth bag in a paper envelope, a mini one at that, so that was a fun fact. Another fun fact for which the hotel gets very high notes is that their tea game was very strong. This was me asking for one serving of tea and being served two people's servings, plus an extra, unit in the container. And another fun fact, although a bit of an incident, on one of our days at the hotel, I mean, when you stay as long as we do, sometimes things go wrong, so it's not, something I would cancel the hotel over, but the AC stopped working on one of the days we were there. For the entire hotel, not just for our suite, so changing rooms was a moot point. And the number you see on the screen of 27.1, I mean, that number went up to 28.1 degrees Celsius, actually, which, if you're watching from the Fahrenheit world, that is a very high number. I will link below here in a caption. But it wasn't fixed for hours and hours and hours, and I felt that the hotel could have been more proactive in how they dealt with that, because by the time I called to complain, they were like, oh yeah, this has been an issue for hours. So then why not proactively leave, a little ice pack and 2 water bottles outside of everybody's bedroom? The hotel also, as I left in one of the comments in this video, is literally in the same building as a hospital and a pharmacy. You can acquire some ice packs, okay? You can acquire something to make or break the stay of that elderly individual, or that special needs individual, or that pregnant person, or that newborn baby that's having a hard time breathing in a 28.1 degrees Celsius room. So while that was handled with smiles and positivity, positivity cannot save someone's life when they are overheating in their bedroom and you didn't take any proactive measures to prevent that. So that was interesting to see how they handled what was, in all definitions of the term in hospitality, a crisis situation. That being said, overall, for a month-long stay at the Pullman Hotel, I would overall say positive words about the hotel. Would I go back if I came back to the UAE? I would not. That is not necessarily unique to the hotel. I mean, next door we have Dubai, which is one of the cities in the world with the highest number of five-star hotels. There are options around, is what I'm trying to say, as opposed to being actively anti-Pullman. The Pullman is a very reasonable choice for plenty of individuals. And keep in mind, throughout this review, I have not factored in the price and the fact that this five-star hotel, owing to the abundance of offerings around, was 70 Canadian dollars a night. That's even less for you US watchers. So, there are five-star hotels I have stayed at that have been $5,000, $10,000 a night. So from that perspective, how could this $70 hotel not be a winner? But as always in these videos, I give you the ups, the downs, and everything in between, and my authentic thoughts throughout. And this video captured my authentic thoughts on this hotel. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. Give this video a thumbs up, click subscribe, leave a comment if you want to. Did this hotel, meet your expectations of a hotel in the Middle East? Did it not? Please share. And I'll see you on our next luxury review.